Hi, Lauren. Professor Sebastian, I'm back with you. We had not gotten through your exam 2 feedback yet, so here I am finishing up your exam 2 feedback. So in question 21 is where we were left off. We now have this problem here. This gives us the percentage. This is a logistic growth function, but it's just an equation. So P is the percentage, 20%, 30, 60%, whatever, just be 20 or 60. Who are X years old and have some coronary heart disease. We want to use that function to find the age at which the percentage of Americans who have some coronary heart disease is 15%. So in other words, you plug in 15 for P and you solve for X. So here you plugged in 0.15 instead of 15. So your calculations were fine. It's just that you have this 0.15 to begin with instead of 15. So I increased it from 0 to 0.9. Let's see, 22, 23. Next work you have is 24. 22 and 23 were already correct. All right, so 24. This wants you to find a positive angle that's less than 2 pi that is coterminal. And the way you do that is you just keep subtracting 2 pi until you get down to an angle that is less than 2 pi. And now that's right, because every time you subtract 2 pi, you get back to the same ray, same angle. So subtracting 2 pi at first gives me 19 pi over 4. Is that right? 13 pi over 4. You had 19 pi, right? Because 21 pi over 4 minus 2 pi. Well, 2 pi is 8 pi over 4. So that's 13 pi over 4. And you had 19. So that's not right either. Right? But that's not less than 2 pi anyways. You would need to keep going. So for you, you just need to keep going one more time. Right? Get 13 pi over 4 is not less than 2 pi, but if I subtract another 2 pi, now it's less than 2 pi. So these are coterminal angles, so 5 pi over 4 is the right answer. Still increase your score from 0 to 0.5 because I did see that you knew to subtract 2 pi. 25. 25, you have some work here. So we want the tangent, and you put it root 3 over 1 here, but let me show you. So the sign here, so the 11 pi over 6, where is 11 pi over 6? Well, you start, 1 pi is halfway around, so 2 pi would be 12 pi over 6, so I come down another 1 pi over 6 or 30 degrees. So my reference triangle is this guy, okay, right in here. So let's see, did I do that work for you? I didn't, so it's mostly right here. So the bottom line is tangent is sine over cosine. And on the unit circle, every point on there is cosine of the angle time and as the x coordinate and sine of the angle as the y coordinate. So to find tangent 11 pi over 6, it would be minus 1/2 divided by square root of 3 over 2. Right? Minus 1/2 divided by square root of 3 over 2, which gives me minus 1 over root 3. So you want to rationalize that denominator, get minus root 3 over 3. And then if you want minus 11 pi over 6, that means you go the opposite direction around. Negative pi would be there. Negative 2 pi would be back to here. So come back up. So this is minus 11 pi over 6. So it's just going to be the positive part of that. So work through that. Make sure you understand that. That's important. 26 you had completely correct already. 27 there was no answer for. So let's talk about that real quick. Secant of minus 9 pi over 4. You have to know where minus 9 pi over 4 is. So that's a negative angle, so we start the positive x-axis. If we go around all the way once, that's 2 pi. That would be minus 8 pi over 4. So you got to go another 1 pi over 4, keep going, to get to minus 9 pi over 4. So we have a 4590 reference triangle. So 1, 1, root 2, I label the part on the negative y-axis negative 1. So the secant of that is 1 over the cosine of that, and the cosine of that's 1 over root 2, so the secant of that angle is root 2. That's 27. 28, you had an answer with no work. I'm not sure where you got one, but really can't increase the score there because there's no work. So tangent of pi over 3 is root 3, cosine of pi over 6 is root 3 over 2, tangent of pi over 4 is 1. You simplify that. Okay, so make it into one fraction. And then 29 you have correct, and 30 you have correct already. So that's your feedback on exam 2. Just remember how to study for the final exam, and don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions you might have.